Welcome back. It's time for our final hometown hero profile for the month of July. Today, our story takes us here into Mercer County, where we meet a woman who has volunteered for nearly 2 decades, giving children and youth in the foster care system a voice in what courts decide about their futures. This is Leticia Hunnicutt. We met with her at her day job with Centerwell Health in Princeton. This class of 1988 Meadowbridge High School graduate has spent 17 years of her life donating countless hours as a CASA. That's an acronym for Court-Appointed Special Advocate. She first became involved while living in Pennsylvania and continuing that work with the court system on behalf of kids when she moved back home to the Mountain State. Her nominator writes of Hunnicutt's dedication to CASA's core mission.
It is a very strong passion of mine to make sure that we extend our programs and that we have every child that is in care or abused and neglected have a voice for them, and that we stand up for them and speak loud for what they want.
Hunnicutt is the sitting vice president of the West Virginia State CASA Board of Directors. The 54-year-old says the headlines are true. The Mountain State's foster care system is in crisis.
There's definitely daily I read the news on how children are abused and neglected, and even it comes to where some of them even pass away. And that is, it just stabs my heart. It's just unbelievable. And there is a crisis.
And CASA volunteers like Hunnicutt are on the front lines. CASA volunteers help pave the road to a brighter future for kids in crisis. And here, they're placed into a system in crisis. And Hunnicutt says the numbers tell the story that more volunteers are needed.
We are serving over 4,000 children right now, and we only have around 450 volunteers.
Hunnicutt says right now there are 32 counties in West Virginia with a CASA presence. Raleigh County is the latest county to formally add a CASA chapter. Earlier in July, their leader, Dr. Christy Dumas, swore an oath before a judge. Hunnicutt says it's because CASA volunteers work closely with the courts to do what's best for the children. She says CASA volunteers are the eyes and the ears of the judge in each case with a court-appointed special advocate. Otherwise, there's no one speaking about what the child wants.
They go through the system and, whatever children and youth or CPS says, and the judge is there, it goes. So we need programs like CASA in every county for every child.
Hunnicutt adds she is overjoyed Raleigh County now has a CASA presence in the courts, but Mercer County is one of 23 counties in West Virginia that lack that CASA presence.
We have to give these children a voice. I mean, if not me, then who? You. So somebody needs to stand up for them here in West Virginia.
And Hunnicutt says while it may not happen overnight, she knows she's having a positive impact on the lives of kids in crisis.
I even keep in touch with a lot of them right now. Some of them are grown, went to college, and married, and have babies of their own on the way. But as a CASA, it's not just something you do as in the court system. After court, you follow them through their whole life.
And it's that commitment to help kids in the foster care system find a better life that makes Leticia Hunnicutt a WVVA Hometown Hero. And do you know someone who goes above and beyond or just has a huge heart and does great things for their communities here in the two Virginias? If so, send us an email describing what makes your nominee a hometown hero. Send that email to hometownhero@wvva.com. Now, please include your contact information and their contact information as well if you have it. Wendy's gifts the Hometown Hero nominee and nominator a year's worth of free Wendy's cold brews. Now, let's see what's brewing in the weather for the two Virginias, and we send it over to the Weather Center and our Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Catherine Thompson, who brings us that full forecast. Good evening again, Catherine.